Hello everyone, this is Manohar Reddy, Department of Cybersecurity, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today I am going to start the concept of Introduction to the ICMP. So the ICMP stands for Internet Control Message Protocol. Internet Control Message Protocol. So what it gives actually and what it displays actually. So here in the networking environment, ICMP protocol plays a major role. ICMP protocol plays a major role to display different types of messages. To display different types of messages that are all related to the network. So here, why we are going to use this ICMP protocol in the networking environment. So here, the IP protocol, ICMP protocol, motivate for certain things, that all the motivate things are. So IP is nothing but internet protocol which may fail to deliver datagrams because the destination is not available. And the time to leave counter expires. So user wants to searching for the information on website. He tries to search for the websites actually, but the website destination is not available. And also, what he's searching for the website, the time to live counter is also expired. So the time to find the website, how much time it is going to be displayed, the time to find the website is also expires. And the routers become congested. And we need to let the sender know what has happened actually. So for that, ICMP is required a part of IP. So to display the status of the networking issues, to display the status of the unreachable things, and to display the status of the networking statistics, we are going to use this ICMP protocol. So to display the message of destination is not available, to display the status of time to live counter expires, and to display the status of routers and all, to display all these things, we have to use this ICMP protocol. And by default, ICMP protocol displays all these network statistics. And what is the purpose of ICMP protocol and how it motivates actually? What is the purpose? So ICMP allows routers. So routers are nothing but the devices, network devices, and the hosts are also the routers, to send error or control messages to the other routers or hosts. So the systems are connected, internet connected with the internet with the help of routers. So those two systems are connected with the internet with the router device. So here, to display the connection of these two systems having any error messages or not, or any control messages or not. So to display this all the error or control messages to other routers or other hosts. And also provides communication between the internet protocol software on one machine and the internet protocol software on another. So IP protocol on one machine and the IP protocol on another machine. It provides the communication between IP protocol on one machine to IP protocol on another machine. Because this provides a services, this provides a communication, this provides a status of those two systems are connected or not, those two systems are communicated or not. So to display the purpose, to display this communication purpose, the ICMP protocol is used. So ICMP is the purpose for display the error messages or control messages from one system to another system or one router to another router. So this is the purpose of ICMP, to introduce the ICMP protocol. So here ICMP is a companion to IP protocol, which is designed to compensate these deficiencies. So what are those deficiencies actually? So ICMP is a network layer protocol actually. ICMP is a network layer protocol, and its messages are encapsulated inside IP datagrams before going to the next layer. So here its messages are encapsulated inside IP datagram. So IP datagram contain what? IP before header and data, IP data. But this IP datagram header encapsulated with the help of some authentication header or encapsulated in security payload or IKE. This IP protocol is encapsulated and forwarded to the next layer, forwarded to the lower layer. So before going to the lower layer, the IP datagrams are all encapsulated. IP datagrams are all encapsulated. So here the ping and trace route commands, suppose you can type ping space a target called www.zntu.ac.in. This is one target, www.flipkart.com. This is also one target, www.amazon.com. This is also one target. So ping and trace route uses ICMP messages. So if I use ping with the target, or else if I use a trace route with the target, it displays some statistics. Network statistics. So all the statistics of that messages are displayed by these ICMP messages. So here what we have to understand is the ping command and trace route command are displaying the statistics with the help of targets, with the help of some certain targets. All the messages which are query messages or reporting messages, all will be done by using these ICMP messages. So that's why we can divide that ICMP messages are in two types. One is error reporting messages and the second one is query messages. One is what? Error reporting messages. Second one is what? Query reporting messages. So query messages. So first one is error reporting message. So error reporting messages are nothing but the messages which are reporting as the error status. The messages which are reporting error status. So the error reporting messages like destination unreachable, source quench, time exceeded, parameters problems. So these are all some different types of error reporting messages. So here destination unreachable is one type of error reporting message. Source quench, that means source is not found or source address is not valid. So that type of error messages. And time exceeded, the time which you are trying for the contacting target system is time expired, and the parameters problems. So these are all some error reporting messages actually. So here we can look at this ICMP error reporting messages. The first one is what? Destination unreachable. So when the subnet or a router cannot locate the destination actually. The destination which you are given is not found on the server. Or when a packet with DF bit cannot be delivered because small packet network stands in the way. So when a packet with defragmentation, that is nothing but bits. Each and every data is fragmented in the format of bits that cannot be delivered because a small packet network stands in the way. So here the destination, if at all the destination is not found, the destination is unreachable. If at all the destination is not found, then the network says that destination unreachable. And time exceeded. When a packet is dropped because its counter has reached 0. This event is symptom that the packets are looping enormous congestion or the time values are being set to low. So the packets are waiting for certain time. If at all the time is expired, then the packets are not going to be sent to the destination side. So at that moment, the time exceeded problem or time expired problems will occur. And third one, parameter problems. So parameter problems indicates that some illegal values has been detected in the header field, indicates a bug in the sending host IP software or possibly in the software of router transistor. Suppose we can use a certain tool and map where with the help of the target address www.jntua.ac.in with the help of some parameters like -sv or -st, some parameters. If at all these parameters are not correct, if at all the parameters are not correct or not verified, then the network destination displays, the target displays with the help of parameters problem. Target displays with the help of parameters problem. And source quench. So to throttle hosts that send too many packets, when a host receives this message, it slows down sending packets. So if it also the problems occurred at the source side, that means the packet is not able to send because of the network issue, that source quench problems are happen. On the redirect, so this is also one type of error reporting message. Redirect is used when a router notices that a packet seems to be routed wrong. So the instead of transmitting the correct packet, if it is occurred with the wrong packets, then it is used by the router to tell the sending host about the probably errors. So these are all the different types of error reporting messages that are displays the network statistics of on error status. So destination unreachable, time exceeded or time expired, parameters problems, and source quench problems or source not found problems, and redirection issues. And second one, query messages. So echo request and reply messages. There are three types of messages. One is echo request and reply messages. Second one is timestamp request and reply messages. And third one, address mask request and reply messages. So all are the query messages which are requested for the response. If the request is verified, then reply will be automatically given. So here request and reply messages, timestamp and request and reply messages, and address mask request and reply messages. These three are the types of query messages. So here we can see here echo request and reply messages. Echo request and reply to see if a given destination is reachable and alive. Upon the recipient of echo message, the destination is expected to send an echo reply message back. So if at all you are trying to search for the particular target, if at all the target is alive, then send an echo request message to the target. Automatically the target is given the echo reply messages. So suppose I am trying to ping the contact of target message like www.flipkart.com. If this target is verified, and ping sends echo request message to flipkart.com, that is nothing but echo request message. Once with this request message the target is contacted, then automatically target gives to the ping command as echo reply message. These are all the communication between both client and server, or user and server. So whenever the target found, automatically the user sends an echo request message to this target. Automatically if the target found, the target gives an echo reply messages to this user. And second one, timestamp and timestamp reply. Timestamp request and timestamp reply, similar to echo queries. So there are also echo request and reply queries based on the time based on the time limit. So except the interval of arrival of the time of the message and the departure time of the reply are recorded. So and what time the echo request message at what time echo request message is reached actually, at what time echo request message is reached actually, and based on the time echo reply is recorded, echo reply is recorded. So based on the times only, echo request and echo reply messages, echo request and echo reply times are recorded, echo request and echo reply times are added. So this facility is used to measure the network performance. So on what time basis, on what the time basis the network is going to be targeting on the system, targeting on the system. So how the target is giving the reply within the within the time. So that is the way we can use this timestamp of echo request or echo reply. And we can see here the different types of message types and about the description of the message types. So the first one is what? Destination unreachable. Destination unreachable. It says that the packet could not be delivered. It says that the packet could not be delivered. That means packet is not able to identify the destination side. So that packet could not be delivered. And second one is time exceeded. So the time to leave field hit 0. That means it wait for some time to reach the target, but the target is not able to reach. That moment the time has been expired. At that moment time has been expired. So time to leave field hit is 0. That means it aborts the time expiration. And third one, parameters problems. So it identifies that invalid header field. Header field. So the packet which contains invalid header field. And the source quench. So that is nothing but choke packet. That is nothing but duplicate packets are not foundable packets. Duplicate packets are not found packets. And redirect. So teach a reader about geography. So router identifies the directions. Router identifies the directions, which direction has to follow, And echo request. So echo request, ask a machine if it is alive. So if the target is alive, then based on this echo request, it gives an echo reply message. So that is what, yes, I am alive. That is what it is giving, yes, I am alive. And timestamp request. So same as echo request, but with the timestamp. But with its timestamp. And timestamp reply. Same as echo reply, but with the timestamp it is given. With the timestamp it is given. And here we can see that ICMP basic error message format. So we already said that ICMP states that and it provides both control and error message displays. It provides both error and control message displays. So how it displays actually, and what are the fields that contain, based on the fields only it is giving the messages. So what are those fields? ICMP basic error message format. So what is that format? So this is the packet format, that is ICMP packet format, and which contain the type of the field and the code of the field and the checksum of the field and the unused of the field and the IP header and 64 bits of original datagram. IP header and 64 bits of original datagram. So type of the package and the code of the packet, checksum fields of the packet and the unused fields of the packet, and the IP header and 64 bits of original datagram. So this is the basic ICMP error message format. So here the first one, type of message. So which type of message it wants to display actually. So here we can see some examples, like if it displays 0, that means network unreachable. It displays the network unreachable message with the type 0. So here the type 0 indicates that network unreachable, and the type 1 indicates that host unreachable. So type 0 indicates that network unreachable, and the type 1 indicates that host unreachable, and type 3 indicates that port unreachable. and type 4 indicates that fragmentation needed. Fragmentation needed. So to divide the packets into subpackets, fragmentation is needed. And type 5 indicates that source root failed. Source root failed. So that source root failed is nothing but source quench. And the type 11 indicates that time exceeded. Time exceeded. So like the way the types indicates that all the types indicates that the message of the errors. The message of the errors that indicates that type 0 network unreachable, type 1 host unreachable, type 2 protocol unreachable, type 3 port unreachable, type 4 fragmentation needed, type 5 source root failed, type 11 time exceeded. So code 0, if TTL is exceeded, the code is this field. The code 0 field indicates that purpose of message, and IP header and 64 bits of original datagrams, and to match ICMP message with original data in packet. So here those are the fields it contains. So data, ID of the data, and sequence number of the data, and the type of the message, code of the message, checksum field of the message. So these are all some fields that are contained in the echo request and the echo reply message format here. So these are all the fields in the message ICMP message format, and these fields are echo request and the reply message formats. So here echo request, it indicates the type 8. The echo reply, it indicates the type 0. So echo request that indicates type 8. Echo reply, the type indicates type 0. So destination replies with echo reply by copying data into request onto the reply message. So sequence number to match reply to the request, and the ID also to distinguish between different sessions using echo services used in ping command. So these are all some echo request and echo reply message formats. Echo request and echo reply message format. And here we can see some ICMP functions. So with the help of that ICMP message has to displace, but how that message has to displace, because of the functions are available. Because of some functions are available. So what are those functions actually? The first one is what? Announce network errors is one type of function. And announce network congestion is another function. Assist troubleshooting is one function. And announce timeouts. So each and every function follows some different types of messages. So here announce network errors such as a host or entire option of the network being unreachable. So due to some type of failure, network may get error. So a TCP or UDP packet directed at a port number with no receiver attached and also reported via ICMP. So if at all the network is not connected, then automatically it displays the network errors. That indicates that network not reachable, network unreachable, or destination unreachable, and anything. All these messages are displayed with the help of this function called as announce network errors. And second one, announce network congestion. So when a router begins buffering too many packets due to an inability to transmit them as fast as they are being received, so it will generate ICMP source quench messages. So directed at the sender, this message should be the rate of packet transmission to be slowed. So if at all the network gets slow because of the packet flows in the congestion mode. So here buffering too many packets are in the same flow. So at that moment the network is going to be slow accessing by the user. Third one, assist troubleshooting. So ICMP supports an echo function which just sends a packet on a round trip between two hosts. So here ping, a common network management tool based on this failure, and it transmits a series of packets measuring average round trip times and computing less percentage. So all these steps, all the statistics is displayed with the help of this ping command. So that is about assist troubleshooting function. and announce timeouts. Announce timeouts. So if an IP packet's time to leave field drops to be zero in the sense there is no need to wait for the packet transmission or no need to wait for the packet receives. So the router discarding the packet will often generate an ICMP packet announcing this fact. So automatically if the packet time is expired, then the packet has to be discarded so that the packet may not be transmitted to the destination side. So these are all the functions that are having in the ICMP to display different types of messages. So these are all the different functions and all this. So we will see once again we will revise the topics which we discussed in this session. So what is the ICMP actually? So what is the motivation to read about this ICMP and what is the purpose of this ICMP? So ICMP is the protocol which stands in the form of Internet Control Message Protocol, which displays the send error or control messages to the routers or hosts. And there are two types of ICMP messages. One is error reporting messages, second one is query messages. So all the network issues, host issues or data transmission issues are done or displayed by these ICMP messages. So those two types of messages, one is error reporting and query messages. So error reporting messages are destination unreachable, time exceeded, parameter problems, source quench problems, and redirect problems. So these are all some ICMP error reporting messages. Otherwise, echo request and reply messages. So query messages are three types. One is echo request and reply messages, and timestamp request and reply messages, address mask and request and reply messages. So these three types of query messages. And these are all the different types of message types: destination unreachable, time exceeded, parameter problems, source quench problems, and these are all query messages. The second part is query messages, and the first part is error reporting messages. So how the messages are actually having the fields. So ICMP basic message format. Here the type of the field, code of the field, and checksum field, and unused of the field, and IP header and 64 bits original datagram field. So these are the fields contains in the ICMP message format. And the echo request and reply message format. So the type of the request message, code of the request message, checksum, identifier, sequence number, and data of the fields. And the last ICMP functions. So announcement of network errors, announcement of network congestion, assisting troubleshooting, and announcing timeouts. These are all the ICMP functions. So based on these functions, ICMP protocols displays the different types of messages during the network issues or data transmission issues or host related issues. So based on the two types of issues, is ICMP displays the messages. One is error reporting or control messages, and second one is query reporting messages. So that's about all this ICMP introduction. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.